Oh.
Thank you, sir. Thanks, God. I think I've got time to say you thank you so much. I say thank you to my God. But
Yes, absolutely.
Oh. Thank you.
We've been wondering about y'all all these years. Look at him, he's smiling.
Yes, I will.
You know,
My friend, I know you, my friend.
Look at him smiling.
he gives me every year.
I know.
That's him.
Oh, no.
So,
God is working in beautiful ways, isn't
so
he?
I'm Antonio. I wanted to clarify some of the stories. because
Yeah, I know.
I'm one of the sons, right?
Okay.
See my hands?
Yeah.
So they're still, obviously they're still burnt. But my brother, so we had, there was 3 kids. My older brother, my sister, and myself. And what I don't remember obviously, other than I remember
I'm so sweaty.
just very small pieces, right? I remember being in front of a house.
There's his fire helmet over there.
You know, yes.
I actually think I remember all of us being in an ambulance together. Which I don't know how we could have all been in the ambulance together, but I thought we were, and that's all I remember. I remember the stories that were told to me. The firefighters helped you guys get out of the house. Obviously, I didn't know who you were. Unfortunately for me, I guess I feel bad because I'm like, man, I should have looked you up a long time ago. But one
My
of the
dad
things I'll
saved
tell
him
you
in a fire.
Is that first? Thank you for what you've done, right? For me, for my family, my mother. Oh my goodness, I can tell you that she feels a certain type of way, right? I feel that there's people in this world that don't know how to impact other people, right? I want you to know you have impacted my family, right? You have done something for me because of what, your valiant effort early that came as, something that was nothing to you back then has impacted.
You
this
could take your
family.
mask down. He probably has a hard time seeing you.
I want you to know that we thank you, right? My brother, when I told him the story, my older brother, he's like, look, if I didn't have what I have going on right now, I'd go there right now. Tomorrow, I want to go see him. But I'll tell you, my brother impacted me, impacted a lot of people. I don't know, when you go to the restaurant, if you've seen the pictures, my mom and father think highly of my, I always say that he's my mom's favorite. I say that, I'm kidding, but he's got pictures of my brother all over the place because I know my brother, he's a priest, he's a Catholic priest. He's impacted a lot of people. He's impacted me. What I've turned out to be is because of him. What you've done for him, what you've done for this family is because of what you've done. I can only be so lucky to do half of what you've done, accomplished in your life, because when you affect other people and you allow them to do what they're going to do and positive and this and that, I think that means so much, right? But I want you to hear it from someone that you have actually impacted, right? I want to thank you, right? I want to let you know that for me, as much as I take life for granted, it could have been very, very different almost 50 years ago. Because of what you've done or because of what you didn't do, because of the other person that was right next to you, my life could have completely been very, very different, right? And I want to thank you. Okay?
Yeah, and the other fireman passed away about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah,
Come to my house and see his plaque that he got.
we'd love to. Yeah.
Saving his life.
Hey, he deserved more than a medal for sure, but
Do you all need
No,
to
we're
get
okay.
somewhere so
We're-
you can sit
we're
at the
okay.
table? We have a place you can all sit.
whatever the least that we can do as far as,
Yeah.
I don't want to convenience.
No, you're not conveniencing anybody, no.
Okay.
This is a miracle.
Yeah.
This is a miracle. I mean, I just was like, I've been thinking about y'all all these years, and I was like, Lord, put it on my heart like a couple days ago to write in the neighborhood app and ask somebody to help me find y'all. And this lady says, I bet I can find him. And to this morning, she sent me a letter, or she sent me a message and said, I found him, and he's fixing to call you. And I was like, oh my gosh.
It's a small.
And there we are.
You guys have been going into Rudy. Lord knows how
Oh my God.
small world.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been going over there forever.
As soon as he texted the picture of that picture to me, I recognized my father immediately, and I said, "Oh my goodness, this is actually true, right?" I mean, I didn't know what to think when the lady had called me.
Yeah, because I didn't have the guts to call. I was like,
yeah. Well, but I'll tell you, when she started telling me what was going on or what was happening or why she was calling, it made sense, but I was like,
what's behind this?
Yeah, that's what I thought, right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Lawsuit.
Unfortunately, because of the way things are.
Yeah, of course.
Right? But I could also tell you this. At the
I'm
end of the
surprised
day-
she found your phone number.
I don't know how she got it.
I don't either. I don't
But she-
either.
But she's very good
I know.
at it, right?
She said her mom passed away last year, and she would love to have somebody, if her mom impacted somebody like that, she would definitely want.
Oh, well, let me tell you. I mean, I'm going to thank her as soon as I
Yeah.
meet her again. Because I thanked her earlier.
We were both crying on the
But
phone, me and her.
I'll tell you, it's something else, right?
Yeah.
Because, one thing, when we were driving over here, we were talking about how sometimes we get caught up in just life, right? And my mother was talking, she was saying, I remember, everything that I went through, and I didn't necessarily want to relive it. And that's probably why I didn't, look to see who was who, who did what.
Right.
So she didn't necessarily
Just kind of put it out of her
Right,
mind.
put it out of her mind, right? But to me, I think the most important thing is understanding that us as humans, we're here to be productive. We're here to do something. We're here to try to plant our seed. We're trying to, progress.
And look at these two, all these years later. Look at them.
Exactly. How crazy! It's just sitting here going. To me, I can't thank you enough, right? I can't thank you enough. There's nothing I can say that's going to embellish the words that I actually want to tell you. But I assure you, no questions asked, I feel better today than I did yesterday, better than I did the day before, because to me, it's all about people. It's all about impacting people. It's all about, that pebble that we talked about.
Yeah, ripple effect, yeah.
Right? You have affected people, this family for sure,
Oh yeah.
where I can tell you that I can't thank you enough, right? And I think, one of the things I'll tell you, another thing I'll tell you is that I know my dad doesn't speak fluent English, but I know that he was impacted. I know from listening to him briefly about, how he saw what happened, what he remembers.
It's traumatic.
It is traumatic.
It's traumatic.
right?
My fire was traumatic for me.
But to have somebody impact that issue or that problem or that concern at that time, I can tell you that I just, like I said, there's no words that I can tell you how to thank you.
No hay palabras.
Yeah, there are no words, right?
What do you
But-
think, Dad?
But I want to let you know that I thank you, right? And I know this whole family does. And it's also ironic how my brother says that, man, you guys have been going to the restaurant and,
Never even knew it.
never even knew that, hey, this is somebody that I impacted, right?
And a favorite place to go.
Yeah. We would see you guys all the time. And now I'm like, I know exactly who they are. I go,
Yeah, they live right next to Irving Hospital.
Yeah.
Tony, cuando él y ellos iban al restaurante, no porque estén aquí presentes, pero iban y yo le decía a Ramiro, mira Ramiro, no ha venido el señor, yo le puse el señor de las plumas, porque él me regalaba plumas.
Oh, okay.
Y yo le dije a Ramiro, no ha venido el... Dice, ¿por qué usted? ¿Porque le regala plumas? No sé, le dije, pero es una pareja muy especial, especialmente el señor, no sé cómo decirlo, pero me causaba algo que apreciaba mucho, sin conocerlo antes, fíjate.
So my mom's commenting on when you guys used to go to the restaurant. That's right. Well, but she would name you to the other guys, the person, the man with the pins. Because he used to give her pins.
Oh, Bosch pins, Bosch.
Remember?
She used to give
I have one because right, very nice. That's what I like it. That is why es la
Yeah.
the pen.
He's a factory rep for Bosch.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
There we go.
Okay. So she would make a comment to the other person that used
The
to
man
work
with the
for her,
pins.
As the man with the pins.
Oh, that's
Not
so
because
cool.
she wanted another pin, but because she just felt, something,
And would you have ever imagined to this day
Yes.
now, huh?
So when I see you right now, it's like, oh my God. I figured out who is your husband.
We're
And I
family
didn't
now, aren't we?
know. People say my kids.
Yeah, he saved your kids.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So, I don't have any words.
There's a picture of him right there on that frame when he was a fireman. Right there. That's my daughter behind him. But
Well,
that's,
I saw that picture.
yeah.
I saw that picture.
I'll take a picture of his plaque that you got in the city,
Yeah.
with y'all's names on it and
At
everything.
least you're smiling. I haven't seen you smile in a long time.
Like you do something very, very good.
Oh, absolutely.
Can you believe it, Dad? Can you believe that you finally that you know these people, that you saved their kids and you didn't even know that you were eating at their restaurant? It is a small world.
You're right, sir.
I got you.
And when we were talking to you earlier, the fire alarms went off in here.
No way.
Yeah, they did. The fire alarms went off. And we were like, didn't they, Mom? We were like, then they went off just for a few minutes as soon as we was talking about it.
No way.
I promise you that. They sure did. The whole alarms in here. We were like, what's going on? And then they went off. You know what that was? That was Jimmy probably, because the same thing happened when he was in the ICU getting his heart surgery, and they were waiting, and I told Dad about it, and he goes, that's all my fireman rooting me back. I bet that was Jimmy acknowledging that, you know what I mean? His spirit acknowledging that he knows.
Holy mackerel, that's
Because
that's wild.
it happened. The alarms all went off in this whole place, and everybody was like, what's going on?
Man, I'll tell you. So we're Catholic.
Yeah.
And we believe in God, and
Yeah.
and I can tell you that
He
for
moves in
us-
good ways.
Oh, absolutely, right. But these are the things that we talk about. That, hey man, look, it's maybe you don't see certain things, but you feel it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I want you to know that. I mean, like I said, as far as your impact on us and our family. It's been fantastic. So let me tell you a little bit. So my older brother, is now the
Mom, move your purse. Let him sit
or not
down.
the parishioner, the
You'll move your
pastor.
purse?
No, you're good.
No,
You want to sit down?
No, he's good.
He's the lead pastor in St. Francis, but as far as him as a person, I can tell you that he's done a lot for me. He's kept me on the straight and narrow. He's always been on the straight and narrow. But if you see those pictures at Rudy's, you can see how my mom and my dad have this faith of God, and how we think of our religion. And at the end of the day, we all believe in, if hopefully nobody here is an atheist.
No.
We all believe in God. right?
Absolutely.
And having people affect each other in a positive way. There's so many negative things going on in today's society that sometimes you're like, oh my goodness, who can you trust? Who can you not trust? But when I look at you, and I see someone that volunteered their life to get into that fire, because my dad was telling me that when he got there, I was already on the ground, and that he was trying to go inside. The firefighters told him that not to go in, right? And he said, there's 2 more kids inside there. And that's when the firefighters went in.
Him and Jimmy.
So for that, my dad was sitting there going, I remember what happened. I remember they didn't let me in. But I remember them saying, hey, someone's going in there.
Yeah.
And they went in there. And I think for me, when I look at you and I see, oh my God, you're a hero, right? But because when you don't think of anything outside of saving somebody else's life, I think that just speaks volumes about who you are, right?
You're in the wrong profession if you think different.
Yeah. You're in the wrong profession if you think
Oh, no,
differently.
for sure. No, understood. I mean, as a firefighter, I could just imagine that has to be part of, you know, who you guys are, right? But I'll tell you, one thing is to say it. Another thing is to be in front of it and actually get it done.
Have to do it, yeah.
And he crawled on his belly too.
I read the what had happened. My sister also, so my sister's the one that had braces before, and unfortunately she's still handicapped, but she's still with us, right? So she lives at my parents'. You know, I know there's not a day that goes by that my mom and dad don't cherish us being together.
But she wanted, he saved.
She had the braces on the
Yeah,
legs.
she's the one that had the braces, and my brother's the one that did not have the braces, right? So,
And my dad saved them.
Yes. But si ella hubiera tenido los braces
Yeah.
puestos, no tuviera pies.
okay, so here's some of the backstory that I don't know, right? So my mom was telling me about, yes, she had braces, but didn't have them on that minute because they had just taken them off. Why did you take them off?
She has a high temperature. She
Oh,
don't feel good.
she was, yeah, she had fever.
Oh wow.
So they had left what, my mom and dad, y'all went to the house, y'all went to looking for medicine for her. That's why they weren't there, right? So
Oh, they weren't home?
they weren't home.
No,
Oh, wow.
we are in the
Pharmacy.
Oh wow.
So they went to the pharmacy, and when they were coming back, that's when they saw the flames.
Go right away because
So that's
Oh wow.
when we
That's the
come,
one you
we
saved.
saw the flame.
Oh my God.
And you saved my
But
brother.
I bet you went into shock.
My mother-in-law stayed with the.
Oh wow.
So
That's unbelievable.
Wow, okay, look,
I wonder who called. Did she call the fire department?
Who called 911?
The people is around there.
Enséñasela a ella, mija. Oh, yeah.
A ver, ¿cuál enseñaste?
So that's my sister.
Oh
So
yeah.
that's
Oh,
She's
she's
a lady in
beautiful.
the
She's
birthday.
beautiful.
yeah.
Oh, look at her. She's beautiful. What a blessing that she's still with us, you know?
Yeah.
We're all still together.
Oh yeah.
You'll have to send me that picture of her. I'd love to make a little collage or something.
Sorry.
That's awesome.
But she's a lovely girl.
She is beautiful.
Oh
She looks
my
like you.
Yeah.
And she's, how old is she?
She's
50. So I'm 51. She's 52.
And that many years, how many years? So that's 40 something years went by?
Yeah,
since the
because
fire?
I was 3.
You are 3.
I was 3. So you're talking about 49 years.
49 years ago.
48 years. 48 years ago.
48.
48 years.
Hey,
I
you,
can believe it. After 48, we found the people.
yeah.
Oh my God.
You always said I need to be a private eye, didn't you?
And the fact that you guys went to Rudy's, like I know you guys. Like, I know
Yeah.
you guys.
I think.
You don't know. I don't know. They know. We're the people.
Yeah.
We
No,
say my kids.
you didn't know that you were.
No,
that-
he had no
that
idea.
You were the people, right?
No?
No, not till nothing.
I've thought many times how good contact you got, and just hope everything will work out
Yeah.
good for you.
Yeah. See, he didn't know either, and I guess this goes back to, man. I mean, look how God works, right? I mean, he had us together. And
He started the fire alarms today up in here.
Yeah.
He did. All the lights in the whole place was going off in here today when we were talking about y'all.
Man.
Yeah, I remember my friends going in over there and eating. And I take care of you guys, and it's a small world. I'm the son. I'm the youngest son.
He wasn't born yet.
I wasn't born yet.
But you know some stories now.
Oh, I know.
But it's because of my dad. You have siblings.
I would give you guys free.
Now you do know.
Now you know. Now you know what to do.
He got some VIP table now, doesn't he?
Absolutely. Right in front of the TV. You got a VIP table.
Sometimes he's going to another guy.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
You went with somebody else?
He always go to duty.
Hay veces iba con
Ed,
alguien
with
más.
Ed, or who, yeah,
Him and Ed always go to duties.
his neighbor.
Oh,
and they-
okay.
He's a plumber or work, he does everything, good work.
This is just amazing.
He loves to go to duties.
Is that right?
That was their day. I said, you got a date again today? I'll be working, they're going to duties.
How you feel, Dad? You feel good that you got to meet these people, and now after all these years?
More than good.
It's such a small world.
Imagínate si él dice, ¿cómo me voy a sentir yo?
Exactly. If you feel good, how do you think my mom say, how do you think I feel? You have completely changed.
Bendecida.
Yeah, she feels blessed, right? But it's because of people like you that
That
she
people
feels.
take my kids.
Yeah.
I don't have no words to express how I'm feeling right now. My life is changed.
Yeah.
Something different, something good, something I
Today?
can explain to you.
Today?
Yes.
Yeah.
I can explain how I feel today.
I've tried to find y'all for a long time, but I never had the guts to call anybody, you
I
know?
always wondered,
I even wrote Kelly Clarkson's show and asked if she would try to locate you
No,
guys.
she did. She wrote it down. And
I did.
Now she didn't know who
I-
Kelly
I-
Clarkson
oh,
is.
I sent her email.
She didn't know.
It's a
You don't
TV
know-
show.
Tenía un programa de televisión.
Oh, yeah.
Put it out there.
It's a TV show.
Okay. You know, I think this thing about being us as people and helping other people and talking about that, right? I just feel like as today was a spectacular
Yeah.
for me, right? But I want you, if it's a spectacular for me, I can just imagine how you feel because you're the one that actually did this, right? You at the end of the day were the one that had no problem putting your life in danger to save somebody else. And I think when you impact somebody, that's all we can do in this world, right?
What do you remember about it? What do you remember about that day? Do you remember much?
I see that picture
I
there.
just remember basically
Let's see.
pulling up and fire was coming up. The bigger one. I still
See it in your head?
and they kept telling me we were on the Indian crew, which we carried water.
They said what?
We were on the Indian
Uh-huh.
crew.
Uh-huh.
We carried water.
Oh, you carried water?
Carried water and rapid response.
So you didn't have to hook up to the hydrants?
No, we had 500 gallons on the engine. So when we pulled up, the truck crew, which carries ladders and working too, they said, nobody go in there. I looked at it and I said, they said, somebody was screaming. My kids and my relative.
Uh-huh.
I don't remember exactly how.
Yeah.
But anyway, I said, well, let me put it this way. We're gonna go in there one way or the other. We're gonna get those kids.
When he says, they tell that nobody.
They tell you nobody can go in there?
Nobody's yes. And then I yell and say, hey, my kids is over there.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he or some of the fire department
Yeah.
tell me, where is your
Yeah.
kids? And I say, in the bedroom. In the bedroom, they have 2 kids. And I know 2 people, but I don't recognize you. I saw the
Helmet,
you know,
the helmet,
See,
the
and
firefighter
they
stuff.
run away and say, no, look in the flames, you can do it over there, but you don't pick.
He didn't care, he just went for it, didn't he?
They go, and I say, oh, thanks, say yes. But I never figured out, I know person to person. That
So then what happened? So then you went in, but you and Jimmy?
We started in, we couldn't go in.
He's kind of
Because of her mask.
talking right now.
Because of your mask?
She had a mask on her back.
Uh-huh. Oh, the oxygen on your back? Did you take it off?
No,
Oh, you couldn't go in because you had oxygen?
no. I was not.
Oh, you didn't have oxygen.
It was air.
Oh, air.
So instead of doing that, I told him, I said, well, I'm taking my off. So I searched it up, put it down the side, and both went and crawled to the windows, looked up, both of us. So I put some leeway to go in. You gotta crawl around and find something
Yeah.
like a body.
You couldn't see nothing, huh? You couldn't see nothing, huh? It was.
But he took one and the another fire department took the another one. And the only thing I can remember, they tell, they is not alive, they can breathe.
Oh.
And put in the,
They were unconscious?
the yard, yes, put in the yard and they, the ambulance is over there and the police and they tell me they went to take to the Parkland. And I say, no, Parkland, no, I need another hospital because I don't know about the
Yeah,
Parkland,
yeah.
you know, they get the best.
Yeah, burn center. Yeah.
And the police tell me, you need to go with us for more safe. And the police department take us
To the hospital with you?
To the hospital, and they told me when we stay in the hospital, they told me maybe my kids is not alive
Oh.
because it's really, really congestion.
I can't imagine. I cannot.
You know, we very bad moment. That is why we block everything.
Yeah.
And I didn't talk about it.
Yeah.
And when this morning, everything did remind me.
Yeah, yeah.
Everything. And I say, God, thank you, and thank for that, that
Yeah.
heroes. They save my kids. Really, because it is a medical.
Yeah.
And after 70, doctor tell me they don't live in 75 hours. They don't respond. They take everything.
The life support off.
Yes. And the 72 hours.
He probably can't hear you because of the mask.
Oh my. But
He has to read that
it's a
some.
medical, yes.
Yeah. So, and then you handed them through the window.
And broke the window, went in and crawled around the floor, found a fence. I ordered one of them. I've got one here.
Here, will you open that up and flip that to up temperature up just so it'll shelter? Yeah, just kick the red button up.
No.
Right, yeah, there you go. Go ahead now.
I told him, I said, well, I've got one here. And as loud as I could, on. And then he left. The other one said he had one too.
Jimmy had one.
Too bad he's not here.
Oh, he is in spirit because he made them fire alarms go off this morning here. Yeah.
He's passed away now, huh?
But he had to, God had put them fire alarms. We were talking about this morning, right before I even found out you was coming. I didn't even know you was coming. We were talking about it. All the fire alarms went off in this place.
We had those little rickety
What? Rickety ambulance?
rickety type ambulance that we were just getting ready to take over the ambulance service.
Oh,
Fire department.
so it was a crappy, it wasn't a good ambulance? Is that what you mean? You said it wasn't a good ambulance?
Well, they were antiquated.
Oh, they weren't part of the fire department.
Not at
No.
that point. It was mixing mash.
Yeah.
Do you know if there was more than, okay, so one thing that I for some reason I remember, or I think I remember, that there was two people next to me. I thought it was my brother and my sister in the ambulance, but I'm thinking there's no way there could have been three people in an ambulance, right? Now, I remember like just the fire. I remember being on the grass in front of the house and the house being on fire, like just one spot moment, right? Then I remember being in the ambulance, But for some odd reason, I thought I looked over and I saw my brother and my sister. I don't know if that's true or
Sí,
not.
pero sí te fuiste en la ambulancia.
Pero
No,
con
I
Yoli y con
like walking around.
all three of us
Sí.
in the same ambulance?
It was a hearse.
Huh?
It was a hearse.
It was a hearse.
When
Oh,
they-
wow. Okay, so
How do you mean a hearse? There wasn't no ambulance?
Most of them were carried on by the funeral home in South Dallas.
What?
That's right.
No way.
so then it is possible that all three of us were in the same hearse.
Oh my
wow.
God.
Okay, so see that's something for me that I'm like, there's no way I could have been in the thing with my brother and sister because we could have been in
Whoa.
La cosa que te
But-
llevaron en la ambulancia porque tú estabas sangrando mucho de las esas y tenías esto de aquí también. No que tuvieras este
Mhm.
más colorado.
Wow.
De aquí estaba sangrando.
So my brother has scars on his face, and his body, right? My sister has more on her legs
And your body.
and her body, and then I just got it on my hands, which I was the one that was out first. So the stuff that happened to me is not that impactful, but my brother still has. So if you go to Rudy's and see the pictures of my brother, you can tell on his face that they're still burnt. Now, not completely because obviously our skin stretched out since we were young, but it's noticeable when I do my hand like this and he doesn't. His face is still expanded, so it's not as noticeable, but it is noticeable. He's got scars.
Yeah.
Right. But I'd much rather him have scars than not be around.
Yeah.
I mean, it just, to me, I think this goes back to man, every day that goes by, I feel like sometimes we don't thank God for us being able to wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
Right?
Take life for granted.
Oh my God, all the time. I tell this to my parents all the time. I was like, I live life to the fullest.
Yeah.
Right? I do, and my mom sometimes gets upset at me, but it's one of these things where I say this because I have to remind myself, man, every day that we're here is a blessing.
Yep.
But I try to make sure that becomes part of, the information that I have in my head. And I'll tell you, it's because of people that have allowed me to get to where I'm at. And the people that I'm talking about are my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister, and I didn't know, hey, somebody that's right in front of me, you have allowed me to do what I do, right? So I thank you from the bottom of my heart, thinking, oh my God, this is crazy to me that at least I was able to say thank you, because it's just like my mom says, there's no words. My father feels a certain type of way. I'm just speechless, right? But I can't stress enough how I'm glad
Thank you.
how everything that's led up to this moment.
I know.
It's taken you saying, "Hey, I'm going to take the initiative to write this letter."
Oh, yeah.
Someone else taking the initiative to say, "I'm going to take the
I'm
baton
gonna help you
and
find
keep
them."
running," and then all of a sudden, her calling.
Yeah.
Right.
I didn't even expect her to call. I was like, I
I'm
didn't.
glad she did because
I've searched for years and I couldn't find you.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and I think that goes to sometimes there's
Timing.
people that can help other people
Yes.
if you get them involved.
Yeah.
And I want you to also understand that for me, even if I wish, I wish, I'm glad that this happened, right? But I wish you would know that if you think about it, the only thing we can do as a family is thank your dad.
Oh, yeah, I
and
know.
thank you guys for. I obviously his sacrifice to say, hey man, I'm willing to take, like you said, the oxygen off or this, that off. I'm going inside.
Yeah. Yeah.
It takes a special type of person.
He's tough. He's a badass. Put it that way.
You don't have to convince me, right? I'm on that. I'm on
The
board.
nicest guy in the world too.
I believe you. I believe you. And I can tell you that if there's ever any feathers in somebody's cap when someone can say, man, this is who I am, this is what I'm about, I would love to just be half of what you are, right? Because that to me means a lot. that to me means I've done what I needed to do in this world.
Toda la
Right.
familia.
And they still
Oh,
look
okay.
the same, don't they, together? Look at them, both of them.
It's crazy.
Y foto, una foto con él.
Can he take a picture with you? Is that
Of
okay?
course he should.
Yeah.
Qué buena foto.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Y conmigo, mi.
Okay.
You get over there too, Mama.
Okay, look this way. Look.
Oh, excuse me.
All right, Mama too. All right.
Hang on, I gotta get his camera, his phone going here.
Get in the middle, Mom. Get in the middle. That's fine. Right there. There you go.
Aye.
Oh, I like it. Got it.
And then one more. And you want to? Oh yeah, get in there. These are Rudy's customers.
Oh, let me tell you, this is for Rudy.
For sure.
I've had surgery.
For sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
I'm gonna have you guys.
Let's see him. Oh no, we want you the picture. We want you the picture.
Get over there,
Hey,
Mom.
I don't need to be in the
No, well, we want you the
We want
picture.
you- We want you there. We want you
Because you
there.
could have lost a husband
Oh,
just like
that's
she
right.
lost her
That-
kid,
that's
could have lost
right.
her children.
That's right.
Y'all are family now. Y'all didn't even know it.
You're gonna be at Rudy's for sure.
Oh,
Mom,
man. All
smile.
right, here we go.
Dad, smile.
Big smile, Rudy. All right, got it.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, I want a picture too. Let's overtake it.
I wish I could have been felt what we felt when the fire alarms went off today. It was wild.
Yeah, good.
There we go, my friend. 1, 2, 3.
Look this way too.
There we go. We
Look
got
over here,
it.
Dad. Dad, look at me. Good deal, got some.
Man, today's a good day.
Yeah.
And again, small.
You don't save him.
Small.
Okay.
Oh no! Well, see, that's one thing I don't. So we don't know. So when you guys went in, I don't know. I think I was already out.
I know.
You guys went in and saved my brother, and my
Been
sister.
in the hospital.
I was already out. Okay. Now, do you know who took the first person? That was the first person. You know who took me? You don't know. But let me tell you. Hey,
Hadn't been in there.
the impact of my brother was plenty for me.
It's a small world.
And my brother wants my other brother. He wants to come over here and say, give his thanks tomorrow. I don't know if that's
Yeah,
possible.
yeah, of course.
Okay, so yeah, so he'll be here tomorrow.
Yeah, so
You guys have been going in forever. As long as I can remember, you guys have been going in. And it's such a small world.
Yeah. I'm always looking, everybody comes into my house, I got that picture up there, I take it to show them.
Uh-huh.
And I always wonder, where are those kids at there? What happened?
yeah.
And you guys, he was probably in there a couple times when you guys. I mean, he's in there.
Yeah, I'm in there all the time. They give me free food, so I'm in there as much
Oh,
as
yeah,
possible.
he's probably in there eating for food, and you guys were in there and didn't even know it.
Oh, small world.
It's a small world.
When I see you over there, say, I can't believe it. You are my customer.
As soon as I saw him, I reckon I was like, I knew
Yeah, so this is what I wrote
exactly
when I found out Jimmy passed away, the other fire department, other fireman. Put that on the fireman page.
Ah, tú se lo dices a ellos.
See?
They used to go down. They would go all the time.
Yeah, you
I think that's the thing I wrote.
Y el señor iba, hay veces cuando no iba la señora, iba otro señor con él. Y iban tarde. Y le decía a Ramírez, ay, pero ya vamos a cerrar, señora. Cuando cerramos a las 9. Y decía, sírvelos al cabo que tanto se van a tardar ellos.
I think that's the article that I wrote.
Y luego él me daba plumas y ahí me daba a escoger. También hay que usaba plumas y ahí me daba a escoger una. ¿Qué color quería yo? Y tengo una, pero nunca me imaginé que mira,
As soon as I saw you, I'm like, I know
I
exactly
can
who that is.
imagine. They are the people I know.
I know, isn't that
That
something?
close to me.
It's
and-
small world.
I know exactly who that is. I go
In a small world.
Harold is his first name, Harold Minter.
Yeah, Mr. Harold. I said, I know exactly who that is. They would go there all the time.
When did you retire, Captain Mittner?
1981.
81.
That's when I left the farm. And then I went to work for the Bosch Corporation.
The pins. He started getting pins then.
And then he went back to the fire department.
But they write very good. Get one because to sign because the writing
Yeah.
is so good.
His shirt's over there somewhere. He's got some Boss shirts that he wears here.
¿Sí te acuerdas lo que te dije una vez cuando iban los bomberos y les mandaban nachos?
Mhm. No.
No te dije que les mandaban nachos a los bomberos porque ellos habían hecho mucho por nosotros.
Ah, sí, 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 sí.
Dile, Tony, dile que yo, cuando iban los bomberos ahí, que van muchos bomberos
But
ahí.
we still do it. So
Yo le
my
mandaba
dad's
nachos.
saying that, you know, when firefighters or paramedics go in there, we send them nachos because my dad's like. what
That's
they
his
did-
favorite
what-
food.
What they did for our family, we send them nachos. So I know as soon as
That's him,
paramedics or
when he was
firefighters walk
younger.
in there.
Oh my goodness,
We got
handsome.
Porque me acordaba lo que
Still looks the same,
because
sort of.
He remembers what they did for us. And you guys should have let me know. I would have.
Oh,
If
they-
we got, I would have taken your meal every time and just sent him.
My daughter had his helmet put on her leg. She had his fire helmet tattooed on her leg.
Oh.
My daughter.
This out and sees him finding who you were.
Yeah. Wow. And again, small world. 'Cause I know you guys for the.
That's my
long
daughter and my
time.
dad.
Been going there forever.
Yes, I remember him
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Terry.
Beautiful.
That was like in
She's
Christmas.
so beautiful.
Thank you.
Is this this Christmas?
Last Christmas he was driving, going to Home Depot. He had an abscessed tooth. Tooth got him, and it made a poison in his throat.
Yeah, he
And
been to the dentist.
So man, how,
Went to the dentist.
who did you call? Like. You
I just went on the app
contacted-
called Nextdoor, and I just was like, you know what, my dad is not been doing so good, and I've been trying to search for these people for a long time, and I don't even know why I'm putting this out there, but I just wish somebody would help me find. If anybody feels like helping me search, I'd appreciate it. And everybody was like, "Oh, I'm praying for your dad, thank you." And all these firemen, I mean, there's all these people responding. I'm a fireman. We're all brothers, and thank you. And you know, it's a big brotherhood. And this lady just said, "Hey, I'll find him. I'm good at stuff like that." And she just texted me and said, "He's going to call you in a minute."
So you got a hold. So she got a hold of you 2 days ago?
No, I don't know when it was. This morning or whenever.
No. When? I know she got a hold of me this morning.
Yes.
But when did she call you and say, "Hey, I
This
can find you"?
morning.
She told you this morning.